we're here. You can tell how excited I am. This is a thing that I've been dreading, but my goal before the summer was over is to get content out for every villain in the game and scenario, so we have to do Wrecking Crew. I hate this fight. I do not recommend buying this. This is my favorite game in the world, Marvel Champions. So don't buy this. Don't buy this. This is the setup for this, and the teardown is not worth the fight. It's a fine fight. If you can get it for $5, maybe $10, play it once and be done with it if you just want to experience it, but it's not fun. That's my opinion. If you like it, that's great. I don't. All right, so let's see what we're doing. Okay, let's start with the main scheme. Breakout. So our scenario is Wrecker, Thunderball, Pile Driver, and Bulldozer. Okay? And the encounter decks are beneath them. So we are going to put each of them has their own side scheme. Okay? So we're going to put each of their side schemes into play, right? And we need an active counter on Wrecker. So Wrecker this will be our active counter. He'll get the active counter. All right. Let's take a look at each of them individually. So Wrecker, we're not playing with B, that's expert. So you only have to take down their first phase, A. Like once one of them is gone, then their side scheme and their encounter deck is done with. So let's see. Wrecker's a 2/2. When he schemes, you place threat on his side scheme instead of the main scheme. Okay? And while he is attacking, he gets +2 attack if the attack is undefended. So here's his side scheme. This card cannot leave play while Wrecker's in play. So basically, this stays in until we defeat him. How much? Wrecker had 14 health. I don't know if I mentioned that. Force response. After threat is placed here, if there is 10 or more threat here, deal 2 damage to each friendly character. Remove all but 3 threat from the scheme. So this starts with 6. If once it gets to 10, we get a condition. All right, here's Thunderball. 3 scheme, 1 attack. When Thunderball schemes, place threat on his side scheme instead of the main scheme. They don't all say that. Actually, I apologize. They do all say. I played this once and I was done with it. After Thunderball attacks you, deal 1 damage to each character you control. Side scheme. All of these also say can't leave play while they're in play. Force response. After threat is placed here, if there's 10 or more, stun each friendly character. Remove all 3 but 3 threat from the scheme. Starts with 5. Pile Driver is a 2/2. He has a Retaliate +1. Well, Retaliate 1. 11 hit points. Sorry, Thunderball had 13 hit points. Once again, after threat, if there's 10 or more threat here, each player discards the upgrade or support they control with the highest cost, and then you remove all but 3 from the scheme. And lastly, Bulldozer. 1 scheme, 3 attack. When Bulldozer schemes, When he attacks, the attack gains overkill. 12 health. And his side scheme, charge. After 10 or more is here, each player must discard the top 10 cards of their deck. Remove all but 3 threat from this scheme. So this starts with 4. None of these have an acceleration token on them. So this can't go up unless they're scheming. All right, so that is the encounter. So let's set it up right now. I have the book here. I just want to double check this. So we're going to be playing in standard, so we use version A of the scheme, and B for expert. Got it. Okay, so we'll set them up. Now I'm trying to look at the video to make sure you can see everything. We'll set them up like this. Yeah, we'll take B out of the game for now. We'll do 2 here. This is his encounter deck. And then we'll do 2 on this side, right? Because we do have a main scheme here. Let's see what the main scheme says. After step 1 of the villain phase, place 1 threat on each side scheme. So they actually do have the side schemes do have a acceleration token, and it's this. All right, so after step 1 of the villain phase, place 1 threat on each side scheme, and then you move the active counter to the villain whose scheme has the most threat. So we have to deal with multiple schemes at once, right? If this is completed, we lose the game. So that's that. Now, here's why this is annoying. This takes up so much room. This is why I hate playing this fight. So each of them has an encounter deck, right? And each of them have a side scheme. So we need space for their encounter and their side scheme and their discard pile. So let's see if we can make some. I need more space. So let's move Wrecker over a little bit. I think you can still see him. That means if I think so, like he can play here. Here would be his side. Here would be his discard pile. So that means we need to move Bulldozer. Can you see him? Yeah, you can see him. We'll move him over here. This could be his discard pile. We'll move Pile Driver over slightly, right? So this could be each of their discard piles. And then we'll put their side schemes right in front of them. Look at all the tiny space that I have to play. So I'll probably have to put my hero up here. And then over here will be the my upgrade area. So that's our setup. And let's get some thread on there right now. So I only have to make this setup video once. This has 5. This has 3. This has 4. And the main scheme doesn't have anything to start with, but nope, we like the black dice. We'll get that ready for it. Oh, how could I forgot? They need health, right? So the core set comes with, we've been using these for our health, but now we're going to have to use them for their health. And then we're going to use the villain dial for our health. If you're playing more than one player, God, be with you, because I don't know how you're going to keep track of it. All right, so now we need some more room to be able to add their health dial. Maybe, no, yeah, we're just going to have to try to add it under them. All right. So we'll put it like that. We'll put it like that. 11. We'll put that there. And then Bulldozer has 12. What a fun setup. What a fun setup. You see this? Look, I'm sorry that I'm talking so much trash about this game, this encounter, but I truly don't like it. Again, if you like it, I am happy for you. I honestly, I am. All right, so that is our setup, I think. I think we're finally done setting up this fight. And let me show you who I'm going to be using. All right, and we are going to be using a Spider-Man deck, a Spider-Man protection deck, mainly because I just recently used them against the Green Goblin scenario pack, and I'm not trying to prove anything to anybody. I just want this to be over with. I'm trying to showcase this, not necessarily this. This is fresh in my mind. I had this ready to go, so we'll see what I'm using. I'm using Spider-Man. Here are my allies. I've got Ghost Spider. I've got my buddy Miles. I got Otto. I have my favorite combo in this game, right? We have Spider with Warrior of the Great Web and Web of Life and Destiny. We're going to be looking to get that out. We are playing a protection deck, so we have a copy of Unflappable. We have an Ingenuity to help us build some resources. 2 copies of Hard to Ignore. 1 copy of Flow Like Water. Electrostatic Armor. an armored vest, 3 copies of expert defense, 3 copies of defiance, 3 copies of desperate defense, and 3 resource generators. All right, Spidey, let's clean up these streets. Hey everybody, and welcome to Dpad Experience presents Marvel Champions. Dpad Experience is a weekly video game podcast published on all podcast platforms. All right. Please go give us a listen. Go give us a listen. We work really hard. Actually, depending on when you're listening on this is going to be our first week doing a video. So you might actually see us on these YouTube soon. That would be really cool. All right. Oh, this fight is annoying. Okay. So, if you notice everything is a little out of place, it's because I just got finished playing a game, which they did beat me. They beat me. There's no point of lying about it. This fight just has so many moving pieces, and it's just... This isn't a good fight for my brain. My brain doesn't work with 1,000,005 moving pieces. So, I think I have a little bit better understanding of it now. Not gonna lie, the first time I did play them, I also lost to them. When I played them, when I first got them. But... that's why I hate this fight. I just hate this fight. It's not a good fight for my brain. If you've seen me like make some mistakes or some mess ups before in the past, you know, my dyslexia doesn't help, and this fight definitely exacerbates that with 1,000,000 readings, 1,000,000 different possible things, freaking moving counters, etc., etc. But all right, let's give it another go. All right, we're drawing a 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. All right. Do I want to web it? This card is kind of useless in this fight because it's just going to move to somebody else. I'm going to discard this. Okay. Wow, that was a really lucky draw. Okay. One at a time. Let's... what should we do? Okay. I don't think I can use his resource for anything right now because I have 2 of my double resources right now anyway. All right. We are going to flip. Well, let's play our ingenuity first, because that at least is on our here, right? Then we can't play her. We can't play any of these yet. So now we have to flip. Now we can... what can we do? We have to play Warrior the Great Web first. So exhaust ingenuity to pay for Warrior the Great Web. Now we have Web Warrior trait, so we can use this to pay for Spider. So you can hang out here. And this is a free cost card now. Okay, so Spider's gonna come in and attack for 1. Just the question is where. Can't attack you because you retaliate. I think I want to work on maybe Thunderball. Let's work on Thunderball. After Thunderball attacks you, deal 1 damage. Yeah, I want to try to get him out of the game. And then we'll also attack. We'll attack with Spider-Man. 1, 2, bring Thunderball's health to 8. To 10. Okay, and I'm done. So we're going to drop to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We'll ready up. Now, 1,000,000 things happen. So this started with nothing. That was from the last game. This goes to 1. This will gain a 1. This will gain a 1. This will gain 1. This will gain 1. Now, this stays on him because he has the most threat. And I'm going to defend with Spider-Man. And we will play it's either Defiance or Desperate Defense. Desperate Defense will allow us to ready. Defiance would discard this card. We could play both of them. That might be a safe move. Let's play both of them. So we're going to use our ingenuity to pay for the Desperate Defense, mainly because I just want to ready. Then we'll play the Defiance to just discard this card. Well, that was a bad move. All right, but I still readied up. He attacked me. I draw a card. Oh, well, that's actually could help right now. All right, so here comes our encounter card, Treachery. Wrecker attacks you. Then move. Let's get rid of that. I'll use the Spider Tracer to use the enhanced Spider Sense to just get rid of that. Yeah. Okay. I feel a little bit okay about that now. Now it's our turn. So we are going to remove some threat from a side scheme. Let's go. So I guess we can control this a little bit now. So we're going to move it to the one that side scheme has the most threat. So it would stay on Wrecker, right? If we removed Wrecker's threat, then it would go to Thunderball. And after he attacks me, he would deal 1 damage to each character I control. So that's actually not good. Well, I don't think I'd be able to get Penny back on the board right now. So it's not actually the worst. What should we do? It's not going to be on the main scheme because it's only got 1. Let's do it off this one. We'll bring this to 5. She comes back into my hand. I draw a card. He gets +1 attack. Ooh. Shoot. These are really nice. I'm going to use Defiance to pay for Unflappable. And I gotta hold these two. These two are too good to get rid of. He's got 3 attack. So we're attacking for 3. We'll do it to Thunderball. Bringing Thunderball's health to 7. And I gotta hold on to these. All right, let's draw up to 5. 3, 4, and 5. Shoot. I say shoot because I really need to be playing all of these cards. And I don't have enough to be paying for all of them. Attach character. Let's move this under Spider-Man just to get it out of the way. And I just want to be thinking about things. All right. Readying up. This goes up by 1. 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 Now, you get the active counter, and you're attacking for 1. I'm going to defend so that I could trigger this, right? So he's attacking for 1. Okay. 1, I take no damage. I draw a card. I also draw another card because he attacked me. Okay. Move the active counter to the villain with the least threat on his side scheme. You're going to scheme for 2. Discard a support you control. Okay. So you scheme for 2. So this goes to 4. So I need to discard a support I control. Well, I can't discard this. I mean, I guess I could discard the unflappable. I'm definitely not discarding the ingenuity. Discard a support you control. Well, oh, actually, it has to be this. It has to be web 11. It's the only support. It's the only support I have. All right, here comes our encounter card. Move the active counter of the villain with the least threat. Sorry, when revealed. I'm getting these confused. The active villain gains 3 hit points. All right, so you're gained 3 hit points. 1, 2, 3, and you get a tough status card. All right, now it's my turn. All right, I want to use ingenuity to get a web shooter out. We will well, the spider, she's a little broken now because of it took away the what's it called? The draw a card. 1. I think I should build up a little bit. Okay, so we will use 1 from here to pay for an armored vest. We're just gonna put that under him. He's exhausted. Then we will do we want to bring in Spider yet? No. We will. I use this. We should bring her in soon, though. Let's use our expert defense to pay for hard to ignore. Then we're going to use the swinging web kick to pay for the other hard to ignore. I didn't want to do that, but it's fine. And I'm done. So we're going to drop to 5. 4, 5. We'll ready up. All right. This fight actually gives me a headache. This is going to go up to 1 by 1. This is going to go up to 2. This is going to go up to 6. This is going to go up by 1 to 7. Now you are attacking me. Sorry, this has to go to 5. You're attacking me. I'm defending. So you're hitting me for 2. I draw a card because you're attacking me. I just dropped my cards. Okay. My card is on the floor. All right. You're attacking me for 2. I drew my card. You're hitting me for 3. But I will use the web thingy to pay for desperate defense. I take no damage, so I ready. I exhaust unflappable. I draw a card. I exhaust 2 hard to ignores. I remove 2 threats. So this goes to 3. Here comes our encounter. Oh wait, this has the move, right? This moves to the scheme with the most threat. So this is now moving to. Oh shoot, that was supposed to happen beforehand. Ugh. Okay. This can go back here. I put the threat there. This was at 5. I need to rewind a little bit. This goes back into my hand. Okay. I put the threat everywhere. The active counter now moves to bulldozer. I'm still going to defend, right? So bulldozer attacking me for, I need to make some room. For 3, for 4, right? I'm still going to do the exact same thing. This, desperate defense, ready, unflappable, draw a card, exhaust, remove 2 threat. Here comes our encounter card from Bulldozer. Attached to Bulldozer. When he attacks you, you must defend against his attacks with an ally if able. He gets +2 attack. All right. These are exhausted. He was readied. I think we're okay now. This was exhausted from the last turn. So the first thing that I want to do is... I'm going to bring out Otto. He has overkill. Does he have the most? No, so this is actually going to move on the next turn, so he won't be attacking. I'm going to bring out Otto. So he can ready this. It's a tech, so I draw a card. He's got 2 attack. All right. Now I'm going to... use one. This is out. Here's the second one. I will spend the expert defense, so that's 3. I'll swinging web kick to get him out of the game because he had 7 health. So he's out of the game. Now I will do something. I'm tempted to get these in the game right now. Spider is also a good call because I have a lot of threat to deal with. Desperate Defense would let me ready on the next turn, though. The backflip would let me take no damage, but I'm at full health. Okay. It's my turn right now. We're going to attack with him first because he'll come off the board and give him +2 because of the Web Warrior. Where should we go? 12, 2. He's actually got 5. Let's go to Bulldozer. So he's attacking Bulldozer for 2. 1, 2. You're out. But you gave me a +1 attack. So you're at 3. And I will attack you for 3. Bring you to 7. You still have the active counter. Now what to do with my hand is the question. Let's see. Flow like water. Keep the Desperate Defense. I don't necessarily need the backflip, I don't think. Maybe I do. Maybe I do. Because it could, well, the Desperate Defense would trigger these. So the backflip actually doesn't help me as much as I want it to. I think I'm going to use these to bring out Penny. All right, we'll bring out Penny. She'll do 1 damage to Bulldozer. Because this is actually going to be moving. Oh, it's tied. And the player gets to choose where it goes, and it's going to Wrecker. Because he's got 5. And I don't want to deal with that. All right, so we're drawing up to 5. 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're going to ready up. I'm going to move Penny down here. So these are all ready. Now, this goes to 4. This goes up by 1. You're gone. This goes up by 1. And this goes up by 1. I did that. So this moves to the one that has the most threat. If it's tied, I get to choose. I choose you. Okay. So you're attacking. I am defending. And I'm going to... I want to play a swinging web kick on my next turn, I think. But I could. It's possible. Let's see. Defiance, I've noticed, is really strong. You know what? I'm just going to defend for a base and play Defiance and not ready up. Because they always have a boost, like a boost when revealed. So I'm defending for 3, for 4. So he's attacking for 2, but I use the Defiance, right? So this just gets discarded. Good thing that I did that. He attacked me, so I draw a card. Unflappable draws a card. Hard to ignore removes 2 threat. Okay, here comes our encounter card. The wrecker attacks you. Then move the active counter to the villain whose side scheme has the least threat. So he would attack me. And I guess I could just take it. I mean, well, it would be a 4. No, I don't want to take it. So I'm going to use Ingenuity to pay for Enhanced Spider Sense, which just gets discards the Treachery. All right, now it's my turn. You are that. Let's see. We can... I wasn't expecting to use my Ingenuity, but that's okay. Aunt May is always awesome. Let's see, what should we do? We are going to... We're going to... remove 2 threat with Spider, right? Where do we want to remove it from? These aren't, they're close to triggering, but we can control a little bit who we want to go next. And I'm tempted to flip. Actually, he's only got 1 scheme. So let's do this. Well, is there any point of flipping? I don't think there, aside from drawing an extra card. How many cards do I have here? I just want to count these out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So if I used all these, maybe I shouldn't. Nah, maybe I shouldn't. All right, let's do this. We'll remove 2 threat from... Well, before, let's not do that yet. 1, 2, 3. We're going to use these 3 to pay for swinging web kick. 8 damage, and we're going to do that to Bulldozer. 6, so he's out of the game. All right. So he's out of the game. I will move 2 threat from... What do you do? Let's see. Do I want it from the main scheme, or do I want it from one of these side schemes? Let's remove 2 threat from the main scheme. She comes back into my hand, and we're done. So we're drawing up to 5. 3, 4, 5. We're going to ready up. Okay. What was this for? Oh, it's for her health. This is going to go up by 1. This is going to go up by 1. This is going to go up by 1. Now, this stays here. So I will defend. I do want to defend, correct? Yes, I definitely do want to defend. So I'm defending. And I will use Ingenuity, most likely. Sorry, I'm talking too much ahead. So he's attacking for 2. It's a defended attack, so he doesn't get the +2. Oh, all right. So he's hitting for 4, right? But I will use this to play the Desperate Defense so that I could ready. I forgot to draw my card earlier for him. So this is me drawing the card. Unflappable has me draw a card. Hard to ignore, remove 2 threat. All right. What did I get? All right, here comes his... I called it out already. Deal 1 damage to the healer. All right, I take a damage. And luckily, I'm at full, so it didn't trigger anything else. I had no allies to take it, so that was actually pretty solid. Okay, it's my turn. These are all done. I can't use those. I've got 2 great allies here now. I also need to remove threat from this because, let's see. If this triggers, I deal 2 damage to each friendly character, right? So if I did bring out Penny right now and don't thwart from here, that will trigger. I don't know if I can do 14 damage in one shot right now. I don't think it's possible. There are no minions. This is useless. But this could bring out that. There's no way I could do 14 damage to him right now. Do I want to flip? If I flipped, I could like bring out Miles. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should flip. I think I'm going to flip. If I flipped, I mean, I could also bring out Black Cat. But Miles could come in with a 4 attack. So that'll be 1. Or I can just stay in this form. No, I think I'll stay in this form. So what I'll do is I'll use the Spider Tracer, right? And then I'll use... Oh, but then she would die. Would she die? Yeah, it takes 2 damage from each friendly character. Well, I still wanted that. The problem is if it deals 2 damage to each friendly character, they would both die. And you're saying, why don't I just thwart, right? I mean, I guess I could just thwart for the 1 and still bring him out. But there's no threat in the main scheme. Although, yeah, I probably should. I don't want to lose the game. The threat threshold is so low on that it's just, it's not cool. So I don't want to flip. So if I don't flip, I think I will bring out... Let's do a little bit of math here. If I used Black Cat and Ghost Spider, right? Or search your deck. I could try to grab my Web Kick if I brought her out. Like if I use these 2, and that to bring her out, when she eventually goes out, I could look for the Web Kick and attempt to end the game. Versus he would do 4 damage off the back, right? Then I'd have 2 more, so 4, 6, 8. It's almost the same thing as the Web Kick. No, it's not. I'm gonna bring out Ghost Spider. We'll use these 2. Oh, but she's gonna die because of this if she attacks. Unless I remove 1 thwart from here. What's your... You're at 2? Yeah, I guess we can hold that off with 1 thwart. So we'll use these 2 to bring in Ghost Spider. Spider-Man will thwart for 1 over here, delaying that by 1 turn. Ghost Spider will attack for 2 on Wrecker. So she has 2 health left. And we're done. So we're going to draw up. This is where I'm a little confused now. We're going to get an extra encounter card, but I don't know from where. I'm assuming from, it's not both of them. I guess it's, I don't know. I guess from Wrecker. All right, so we drew our cards. Shuffle up. We need 2 more. 1 and 2. We're gonna ready up. Let's put Gwen. She has 2 health. We'll put her down here. What is this card? We're all readied up. You have the active, you're tied. I'll choose you, Pikachu. So this has to get 1. This has to get 1. This has to get 1. Okay. Now, everything got 1. You're attacking. I'm defending. I'm going to use Defiance. So this is just going to get discarded. I got attacked, right? So I draw a card. Unflappable lets me draw a card. This lets me remove 2 from here. Here comes, so now we get 2 encounter cards. Here's the first one. Place 2 threat on each side scheme. So this triggers. And this still took her out of the game, right? But when she leaves play, I can grab a card. And I want my swinging web kick. Right, it's an identity-specific event. Yeah, I want my swinging web kick. And then we shuffle. All right. Now, that was the first one. Here's the second one, attached to Wrecker. Okay. That is attached to Wrecker. These were exhausted and he was exhausted. Oh, this triggered as well. I apologize. If there's discard the upgrade or support you control with the highest cost. That would be our ingenuity. That sucks. All right. Now we are going to... We've been holding on to Penny for a while, but she hasn't really helped us too much. There's no threat on the main scheme. We will... What are we going to do? We're going to go crazy. All right. We're going to use these 3 to pay for a swinging web kick to deal 8 damage here. Well, I don't want to flip it. He's got... Sure, fine. So 8. He's got 4 health left. I'll use one of these and these 2 to bring out Miles. I'll choose to give the +2, so he's got a 4. 4 damage to Wrecker. Wrecker is out of the game. Okay. My turn is over. Deep breaths. We're drawing up to 5. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's ready up. Okay, you have Retaliate, which I need to remember. This gets 1. This goes up by 1. I no longer have to worry about this because it's very low. You're attacking me for 2. I'm going to defend. And we can play this really safe. And I think that's based on what I have in my hand, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to use Defiance first. right? Okay, wait a second. He's attacking me, so I draw a card. I gotta do that first. Now I'm going to use Defiance to discard this card. And then I'm also going to use the Web Tracer to technically ready myself, right? I didn't take any damage, so I draw a card. These remove the threat from here. Here comes our encounter card. If you're a Treachery, I'm in great shape. You are confused. Oh, I'll take that. I'll totally take that. I don't need to. Well, I don't have anything else. Could just hold them. I'll be confused. It's fine. All right, I'm confused. I can deal with that. All right. Can't use anything in my hand. We are going to... He's got Retaliate, so Miles will be dead. So we'll attack for 2 with Miles, right? Removes the tough. Miles is out of the game, so I get a +1. So 3. We take a damage. He takes 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to discard these 3. No, I'm going to discard these 2. We don't know what Treachery or whatever is going to be in there, so I want to just be safe. And maybe I get a swing and web kick if I'm lucky. All right, we're going to drop to 5. 2, that's 4. Swinging, nothing. Swinging, nothing. All right, we're ready up. This is going to go up by 1. This is going to go up by 1. He's going to attack. I'm going to defend. I'm going to do the same thing that I did before. So I'm defending, right? I'll play the Defiance to discard. Well, I have to draw a card first. Playing the Defiance to discard this card, right? But I'm also going to use the Web Shooter to play the Desperate Defense, and since I took no damage, I ready. And here comes our encounter card. Did I do this? I took no damage. I don't know if I drew my card. I'm drawing a card. This is so much. I don't think I did that. And then we're exhausting these to remove that. Well, just to be safe, I think I lose the Confused because it's 2 of them. Here comes our encounter card. Treachery. Discard the support you control at the highest cost. I'm just going to get rid of that with... No, it's not that bad. We'll do that. All right. And now it's my turn. And I'm going to attack for 2. I take a damage. And we're just going to hold on to these 2 cards. We'll discard these 3. All right. We're going to draw up to 5. 2, 3, that's 4, and 5. Can I get a swing and web kick, please? We're ready up. This gets 1. This gets 1. He's attacking. I'm defending. I draw a card first, right? No Defiance in my hand. So he's attacking for 2, 4. I've got a 4 base, but let's actually we don't need to do anything. We don't need to use these yet. All right, so we'll draw a card because of that. We'll remove a threat because of that. Here comes our encounter card. Choose the villain whose side scheme has the least threat. Reveal the top card of his deck. All right. The top 2 cards, if there's only 1 villain left. You are confused. I'm confused again. We get 1 more. Attached to the villain's side scheme. I don't really care. It's my turn. He has 9 health left. We'll use these 2 to bring out Black Cat. Deal 1 damage. He's at 8. She's dead. We'll use these 3 to play Swing and Web Kick. I take a damage. But he's dead. I hate this fight. Never again. I've got a video of me beating it, and I'm done. I hope you enjoyed that, because I did not. Now I have all this to clean up. Love that. Take care, everybody.